Hey there, welcome to one of my taxidermy videos. Today we're going to skin out a deer head for European mount. And this one's going to be a stinker. It's been in the back of my truck in a bag for about a week. Temperatures here have been in the 50s. So I asked, how in the hell can you do that? It's like gross. Doesn't it stink? And the one answer I have for you, medicated vapor rub. Works great. It's what the undertakers and the coroners and stuff use. It's like I said, stuff, it's been in around the 50s this week. So imagine this is probably going to be kind of ripe. So I've got a video out. I showed you how I did all this before. But let's just open the bag, see what kind of surprise we got. Yeah, I can kind of smell it already. Awesome. I've had stuff come in from out of state before. I actually had some elk come in. They wanted European mounts done on them, and by the time they got here, they had maggots crawling. So yeah, it's kind of gross. And I probably should have done this early in the week, but this week we've been really busy. So just really haven't got around to it. So it's not too bad. So, and people ask me how I ever got started doing this. Back in 1991, I shot a nice 10-point buck, so I thought, well, I'm going to mount it myself, because I can't afford to pay somebody $350. That's what it was basically at that time, to mount it for me, so I'll just do it myself. It'll be cheaper. Well, the mount turned out okay. In the long run, it ended up costing me more. It would have been cheaper to have somebody else do it, because the chemicals to do the tanning and everything are relatively expensive. I have some chemicals in there. It's like a quart of some of the stuff in there could run you about $20–25 a quart. So the chemicals for it are not cheap. The forms anymore, they're not too cheap either. So anyway, so then I did that, and then I started having people ask me to mount their deer, so then I started doing that. Well, then it just went from there. And then I just started doing it as a part-time business. I don't do fish or birds or anything like that because I like going camping and all that stuff, and that just ties up my whole summer, and I don't want to do that. Besides, if you do waterfowl, you have to have federal licenses and all that, and I don't want to mess with that. I have a state, and I'm state licensed and registered business. Is there a lot of money to be made in this the way that I do this? No, not really. I have enough for my kids for Christmas, and that's basically what I use the money for. I have competed at the state level. Took some third place ribbons. I've competed 2 different times. And so like I said, got third place ribbons, which maybe if I would stick with it a little longer, I could improve that. But to actually compete as a taxidermist, to go to the shows, is relatively expensive. I actually went to the national show when it was there in St. Charles, Missouri. I didn't compete. I just went to check it out and met some friends of mine, other taxidermists who I was friends with. And I've also trained with the second in the world whitetail champion, Bill Yawks. They had a scholarship program on one of the forums, and Glenn Conley, who has since passed away, nominated me to receive the scholarship, so I was lucky